again, everyone, and it is volleyball night in West Tennessee once again. Steve Beverly bringing you Gulf South Conference volleyball matchup, and tonight it is the Union University Lady Bulldogs as they take on Christian Brothers from Memphis, Tennessee, and we're delighted to have you with us tonight because for the Lady Bulldogs, this means everything, as do the final two that will be coming up this weekend. As far as a home matchup, they're in the midst of a 5-game home stand. This is the midpoint of that. And tonight, going against Christian Brothers, it is crucial because if they win tonight, Union will automatically have a berth in the Gulf South Conference tournament. The top 8 teams in the tournament will qualify. But Union is also continuing to fight for one of the top seeds, perhaps a number 2 or number 1 seed. It's still mathematically possible. Lady Bulldogs coming in a game and a half behind that incredibly tough West Florida team that you saw on Friday night. And they also, at this stage of the game, are tied for second with Mississippi College. Union holds a win over Mississippi College, and so, frankly, the Lady Bulldogs control their own destiny. They went out all the rest of the way. They will be the number 2 seed in the Gulf South Conference unless by some wide miracle of a chance that West Florida were to lose another one, and then it could be, you could just go about in any direction on that. But Union 9-2 in the conference, West Florida leading with an 11-1 record. And Union is 16-9 overall, but still with an opportunity for 20-plus wins on the season. They'll have weekend matchups on Friday night and Saturday, and then they hit the road to take Shorter and Lee for the final matchups of the season. That'll be coming up weekend after this one. For Christian Brothers, they are still mathematically, even though it has been a rough season, they come in tonight 2-9 and 3-17 overall, but mathematically, they still have a chance. If they could pull an upset or two, they could get in the back door of that 8 teams that get into the tournament. It would be a long shot because they would have to be leaping over at this stage of the game Lee and Valdosta State. So, and then Alabama Huntsville could give a little help in there if perhaps they stumble down the stretch. So it's not over yet for Christian Brothers to have an opportunity to get into that tournament that will be coming up on November 8th. The key thing that we'll tell you, what is crucial for Union to get at least a number 2 seed in the tournament is that would give them a double bye, meaning that they didn't have to play until the Saturday semifinals. So that would guarantee them they would have a slot in the Final Four of that tournament. The number 3 and 4 seeds get a bye, but they would have to play immediately in the Friday quarterfinals. So you get a little more rest if you wind up the number 1 or number 2 seed in the conference. And so the quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals will be played on the campus of the number 1 seed. And right now, that, of course, in the driver's seat is West Florida. As we say, when they were in here Friday night, it was absolute cannonball after cannonball being shot at the Lady Bulldogs. They did manage to get 1 set out of the 4 that were played, but it was a tough night altogether, but they got it back together Saturday afternoon, Union defeating Auburn Montgomery. A couple of notes that we'll tell you as we get ready for tonight. Union's Jordan Vick surpassed the 100 career ace mark. She's had a lot of milestones this season. And Union's won over AUM this past Saturday, and she already has passed 3,000 career assists, and she is just 50 digs away from 1,000 career digs. So she could have an amazing triple-double for a career. And so I know a lot of people are really cheering her on for that. And as I mentioned, Union will play its final 2 regular season home games Friday and Saturday. West Georgia will be coming in Friday night. It's a 7 o'clock game, and then Valdosta State Saturday afternoon at 2. And then Union will go to face Shorter and Lee for the final regular season matches way over in East Tennessee and in North Georgia. That will be November 4th and 5th. So that'll be coming up the following weekend. those are your details on tonight's game. And, of course, for Union, in addition to Jordan Vick, you're going to be seeing a lot of tremendous efforts from people such as Emily Grace Calhoun. And let's face it, you put her and Alyssa Tatch and Reese Owens or the combination of such together on the up front, it is hard to stop them. They're one of the best blocking combinations in the entire conference. But also Sydney Sample, the senior, that from Jonesboro, Arkansas, has just brought so much talent, and she'll have probably in the neighborhood of 15 to 20 digs, depending on how many sets we go tonight. She's just incredible at what she does. Over on the other side, for Christian Brothers, got a lot of fine players over here. It's not a senior-laden team. Madison Spiva and Lauren Ballard are their two seniors on this ball club, and they have three juniors. That's Eileen Zavala, Rebecca King, and Maddie Magaha. But it is a young team in the conference, and so we'll be watching to see how they stack up, particularly in the early sets against Union with this younger team that Bree Lewis brings into here. So we're going to take a brief timeout, and let's take a 2-minute break, and when we come back, we'll have more of the preliminaries before it's Union and Christian Brothers tonight on Gulf South Conference Volleyball.
Chip DNA. That's what you find at Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way. A full line of new Chevrolets plus West Tennessee's largest used car inventory. State-of-the-art service work and pre-approved auto loans online at JonesChevroletHumboldt.com. Shop with a winner. Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way.
Are you looking for a Christian college or are starting the college search process? I want to take a second to tell you about my school, Union University in Jackson, Tennessee. Union is a private 4-year university known for its rigorous academics, Christ-centered community, and the success of its graduates. My favorite part about Union is the faculty. The professors here are so intentional about helping students grow not only academically, but also spiritually. You should check out Union for yourself. Come for a visit. I know you'll love it. At Union University, you'll be transformed.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle. And at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The most important benefit when you buy from Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way? Peace of mind. Jones Chevrolet's warranty forever comes with every qualifying new and pre-owned vehicle. Powertrain coverage for as long as you own your vehicle. Find out more at Jones Chevrolet in Three-Way.
You see the teams continuing to warm up as they get ready for this matchup between Union and Christian Brothers. I want to remind everyone that you can shop Union University Athletics gear on campus in our brand new Bulldog Depot that is located in the Barefoot Student Union building. So go by there. You can see all of the wares that you have. And if you want Union logo clothing, it's the best place to go. But you can also shop online at two locations at uuathletics.com/store or bookstore.uu.edu/home. But if you go just to bookstore.uu.edu, you can always get a direction to get there. The same thing if you go to uuathletics.com. There will be many guides and markers to lead you and links to where you want to be able to go to get all this Union University logo gear. And believe me, I got a ton of it myself, and it is great to walk around campus, walk around Jackson, or if you're a parent, grandparent, and you're walking around in your hometown, it gets people to know where Union University is, and they'll ask you, I'm sure. But tonight also, we want to also mention that Friday night is senior night here at Fred DeLay Gymnasium. And that is for the game against West Georgia. And so you're going to be seeing these wonderful young ladies who are graduating. They'll be honored. That includes Emily Grace Calhoun and Jordan Vick, Sydney Sample, and they'll be recognized for their contributions during their 4 years here. Of course, they still potentially have another year of eligibility because of the NCAA granting that to athletes because of the COVID year. So it's really up to them to decide, do they want to come back and play another year? That's very possible, but we'll find out about that for Stephen Vick's Lady Bulldogs before next season. That's a decision that I know they have to think seriously about. Not as large of a turnout, at least in the early going here, for tonight's game. Those Friday and Saturday games always have a big one. And Friday night against West Georgia. This place was alive and rocking, even though West Georgia took it, West Florida, I should say, even though they took it 3 out of 4 sets. But particularly when the Lady Bulldogs made a huge comeback in the third set and managed to win it and kept that fourth set competitive. This place was just alive with energy. And so perhaps maybe we'll have some more that'll trickle in as the evening goes along. Of course, we're not that far away here on campus from Thanksgiving break. And as a retired professor, I can tell you that 1 week off that was granted to us just a few years ago, we used to get just Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and then they expanded it to make it a full week. And so you counted it really from Friday afternoon to the following Monday morning, and that was great welcome respite after what usually is a pretty stressful semester. And the one thing tonight, you may wonder why we're coming to you a bit early with a 6 o'clock tip-off, but that's really important during the weeknights during the conference race so that some of these young ladies can get at least a little bit of late evening study time if they need it, because some of them may have exams tomorrow. You just don't know in their various classes. So weeknight games tend to start a little bit earlier, and so we're with you 1 hour earlier than we are for the Friday night games in this case. So it'll be Union against Christian Brothers, and as we mentioned, it is going to be a very important one, and all of them are for the Lady Bulldogs. If you're a Union fan, this is huge as you see them here getting their last bit of energy and enthusiasm for each other. This is really critical for them to continue on in the quest for at least a number 2 seed in the conference, and they're not out of it. A game and a half out with 5 games to go. They are not out of the realm of being the number 1 seed. So we'll find out exactly what they are dealing with tonight as far as defenders and what the service is going to be like. And so we hope all of you will stay with us, and we're about set to go just in a few moments with our national anthem.
Dear Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for allowing us to gather here this day that we all love. We celebrate these great athletes and how hard they work. Keep them free from injuries tonight, and may you be glorified and play our hearts out. Amen.
And we are getting set to go they'll introduce the starting lineups for both of these teams. For Union, another thing that is critical on the agenda, a victory tonight continues their road. It would be their 17th of the season, and Union has won at least 20 games in the last 5 campaigns, and so it could keep that string alive, and that has been huge for a team that has barely been in NCAA Division II for a decade, and they've mounted themselves as a huge force in this conference because it is very, very tough. And you look when you get up to those top 4 rankings in the conference. Now run them down for you again just a moment. As you see CBU, they'll be in the white with the red trim, and Union will be in the red tonight. But West Florida, as we mentioned, on top at 11-1. Mississippi College and Union are tied at 9-2. Now, if Union goes all the way and finishes 14-2, and let's say Mississippi College were to do the same thing, Union would get the higher seed on the basis of head-to-head matchup against Mississippi College in their meeting here at Fred DeLay Gymnasium early in the season. And then Montevallo is trailing by a game behind the second and third place teams. Montevallo's 8-3. Shorter and Auburn Montgomery are 6-5, and then Alabama Huntsville is 5-6. Valdosta State and Lee are tied for the number 8 position at 4-7, and so both of those teams are definitely on the trail to try to continue and get a few more victories, because both of them still have an opportunity to get into the number 8 seed. And as I mentioned, Christian Brothers, if they could pull an upset or two, they have an opportunity to still mathematically get in to the conference tournament. But only the top 8 out of the 12 will be there. And we are momentarily getting ready to get started between these two teams that are travel partners during the season. Typically what happens if it's a weekend, Union and Christian Brothers will be on the road at the same time. If they're both traveling, they're both on the road at the same time, and they swap opponents on Friday and Saturday nights. So this is now the one opportunity to be able to play your travel partner, and we're glad to be bringing it to you here live on Worthy Road Studios as well as on uuathletics.com. And, of course, Paul Schultze and his fine crew that I've been so proud to be affiliated with, both as a producer and as a play-by-play commentator. I must tell you, for those of you who are maybe watching us for the first time, you can't imagine the amount of live sports that Worthy Road Studios does both at the high school and collegiate level all across West Tennessee not just weekends, but during the week. It astounds me what they are able to do, and Paul, one of the great professionals at doing this. Well, we're about set to go, and it's going to be Sydney Sample who will start out serving for Union. So let's see how the senior does with the run and jump approach. And here they go, and nice save in the backcourt. And they got it right in the middle of the box. So Tatch was able to just go a dink right between the front line and the mid-level players, and she got it right in that box with the open frame, and here they go. Good block by the front line of Union, and it is the Lady Bulldogs. Tried to recover it up front, and it ended up being out of bounds. So it's 2-0, Lady Bulldogs on top. Glad to have all of you aboard as Sample approaches with the serve once again. Got a nice curve on it. And the set. This one's got to go. Sample again, just playing huge backcourt. And that's in. Nice geometry on that return to make it 3-0. Glad to have all of you, moms and dads of the players on both teams, grandparents, brothers and sisters, cousins, aunts and uncles, and friends. We always love to be able to acknowledge all of these young ladies here as they take the floor at Fred DeLay Gymnasium. And this is Kimmy Hammond. She's a senior from Johnsburg, Illinois. There's the set. Nice recovery by the backcourt. Tatch with a good dig out of that one. Both these teams well schooled in all phases of the game. And pounding it home and a good recovery in the backcourt once again. That one's too wide. It was a good option there for that front line. And Abby Wheaton, who's a freshman from Corona, California, she let fly, but it was just a little bit too much on it. 3-2. No, they ruled it in, so my bad there. For some reason or another, I miscued on the officials' ruling on that. So it's 3-2. Excellent save on the part of Sample in the backcourt, and give it back in the other direction, so it's tied up at 3-3. Union got out to a 3-0 lead, and Christian Brothers has tied it up. And there goes the serve from Hammond once again, and this time into the net, so it's 4-3 Lady Bulldogs. And Alyssa Tatch back to serve. And here goes the Texan. Pounding it was Emily Grace Calhoun. She may do that again. She did, and it is in. The defense was shifted a little bit too far to the right, and Emily Gray saw that opening and managed to pound it home. 5-3 Lady Bulldogs. Watch the backcourt with this. And that one's, just a hair, maybe 9 to 12 inches too far beyond the line. So Union again with another 3-point run. And here you go, good pound and nicely navigated up front once again by Abby Wheaton. Went to Woodcrest Christian High School. 6-4. And back to serve now is Alden Pills from Waynesville, Missouri. This Christian Brothers team has players from all over. And that was a position violation, so it is a 6-7-4 lead for Union. Yeah, you look at this team from Christian Brothers. Of course, they got some Tennessee ladies, Kentucky, Missouri, Texas, Alabama, Illinois, and California, and Nevada. So they've got it all over the regions of this country. Here you go. This one has to go, and it's way too hard. That was a good opportunity, but she needed to get a little bit more of a downward flight on it. And here we go again with Bailey Hughes. And that one just, Bailey had a combination of Wheaties and Cinnamon Toast Crunch for breakfast if she's going to pound it that far. It's 8-5. And this is Mason Bruschke from Las Vegas. Here's your set. Excellent save by Bruschke in the backcourt. They're going to have to roll with this one. And, went a little bit too far into the net, and so give it back to Christian Brothers. It's an 8-6 game. Been a fairly evenly played set so far, and Bruschke to serve again. They're going to have to go almost into the stands. Good curl by Tatch. Here's your set. And the pound, and give it to Union. It was a good opportunity up front, but Union was the better for it, so it's 9-6. And now, getting back in, Emily Grace Calhoun serving. And the right-hander pounds it. Now here's your set. And we had a violation on the part of the Lady Bulldogs, so it is 9-7. Back to serve now is Kayla Jackson from Union, Kentucky. She went to Covington Latin School. And Kayla delivers. Boy, now let me tell you that you talk about a cannonball. That was a rare back and fire by Reese Owens. I mean, all you can do is just get out of the way of that one. And Jordan Vick to serve with a 10-7 lead. Haven't had really many long volleys in this one. Good save by Sample and a good one in the backcourt by Christian Brothers. And the push. And it was just simply out of the range in the backcourt. So Union with an 11-7 lead. Lauren Ballard had a really good effort at it, but just couldn't make it happen. And that was a nice curl. And pounding it hard home again was Reese Owens. And Union piles up another one, 12-7. And here again is Vick. And just off the fingertips in the backcourt, and timeout is called by Bree Lewis. So with the score, Union 13, Christian Brothers 7, let's call this timeout. Well, so far in the game, Jordan Vick is the leader with 4 assists. Tia Risby on the other side for Christian Brothers has 3. And Sydney Sample and Haig and Owens with 2 digs each. 4 digs for Hammond. Kimmy Hammond has really been digging him out in the backcourt. So Union with a 13-7 lead, and Jordan Vick still at the serve. Jordan with that run-and-jump left-hand serve. She gets a really, really good downward flight on it. Here's the set. Good recovery again in the backcourt, but it goes out of bounds. It was a nice opportunity by Spiva, but she just couldn't get it to stay in bounds. She's one of the 6-footers on this team. Jackson is the tallest at 6'3". Magaha and Spiva 6'1". Here's a set. And the pound. Yep. That's what you call a 45-degree angle whomp up front on the part of Sydney Haig. And Union leads at 15-7. 5 consecutive service points for Jordan Vick. Here's the set. And there you go once again. Boy, that got the crowd into that one. Sydney Haig just dominated. There was plenty of room up front, and so she just really sent that one downhill. 16-7. Another set. Left-handed pound, and Union's going to have to hurry with this one. That's got to go. Excellent two-hand curl. Goes into the net. Good recovery by the front line to make it a 16-8 game. And let's see who's back to serve. Okay, it's going to be Tia Risby, the 5'9" sophomore from Collierville. And Tia goes left-handed and just had too much for breakfast on that one. Some of these young ladies, they have the power is so huge, and then when they let fly like that, sometimes you just cannot control where it's going to land. And it is Davy Slaughter, the freshman for Union, who's in. Davy from Mount Juliet. And it goes into the net. This has got to go. And once again, there's a high curl. Here's a set. Beautiful set up front. It was a perfect setup by Abby Wheaton to lead to that point. 17-9. Union still in control. And back to serve is Rowley. Maddie Rowley, the 5'9" freshman from Liberty Hill, Texas. All right, here's your set. All right, good concentration on the part of Christian Brothers. They tried to get it in the box. Union was the better as far as its concentration, and that's another one of those Alyssa Tatch smashes along with Hampel on that play. 18-9, and Sample going back to serve. Remember, we play to 25 unless it goes to a fifth set, and then we'd go to 15. And you do not have to serve in order to score. That's what I call old man's volleyball. So it has really sped up the game in the years since we have had this, and timeout is called. So it is Union 18, Christian Brothers 9. We'll be back for the final moments of this first set right after this.
Be creative, innovative, passionate. Be excellent, inspiring, driven. Be faithful, disciplined, prepared. At Union University, you will thrive in a Christ-centered community and be equipped for success in your life and career. Begin your journey today. At Union University, be transformed.
Tickets can be purchased online in advance for any Union home athletic event by going to uuathletics.com/tickets. And we got basketball starting up November 5th on this very floor. And that's always a rush to get that underway. But we still got 2 more home games here of volleyball. So remember, once again, for all your tickets, you can buy them online at uuathletics.com/tickets. And it's Sydney Sample getting ready to serve with a 9-point lead. Lady Bulldogs look extremely relaxed tonight. And here we go. Sample had that one it literally has such a curvature on it, but front line does very, very well in creating a tough situation up front for the Lady Bulldogs, and so it is Gracie Tacker just had that one go off her fingertips, so it's 18-10. And to serve is Kimmy Hammond. Here's the set. Pounding it home is Tacker, and there you go. That's the Alyssa Tatch trademark. Her biggest trademark is just that absolute cannonball smash that she has, but at the same point in time, she can just do that soft one up front and fool the defenders. And here's the set. Beautiful block up front. And Tatch saves that one. This one's got to go. Sample again the serve, and Tatch manages to make it go. She got that at such an angle that it went to the left off the fingertips of the front line, so it's 20-10. Tatch continuing to serve. Alyssa tonight with 4 kills already. And again, a soft return up front. Beautifully delivered by Supini and Hannah Hampel. Natalie Supini is a freshman from Jonesboro who has not had a lot of playing time this season, but she's getting some already tonight. Union with the block up front. Now, that one's not going anywhere, but it was a good effort. Getting some of these young players into the game. 21-11. And let's see who's going back to serve for Christian Brothers. And it's Alden Pills, the 5'8" sophomore. That was a good serve. And up front into the net. Hannah Hampel tried to pound it, but it was into the net, and so it's 21-12. Union 4 away from taking the first set. That one's too long. Pills had a good angle on it. It had a good downward flight, but it was just a shade too hard, and so Union back to the 10-point lead at 22-12. And Bailey Hughes is going to serve. She's oftentimes the leadoff server for the Lady Bulldogs. Taking it on the far right-hand side of the court. And you can't ask for it to be any better than that. An excellent dink by Supini. Natalie from Valley View High School. They expect a lot from her in the seasons to come. Bailey with the serve. And that one was too long. Bailey's second service error of the evening, but you can't fault anybody because Bailey's only 5'8", but boy, can she slam it home. Here's Bruschke to serve. That had good downward curvature. Here goes to the front line in the set. And perfect angle on that one, and again, Natalie Supini is showing everyone something here tonight. 24-13, so we are now at game point, set point. And Supini to serve. She's a right-hander. There's the set. Oh, that was an excellent return. But getting power on it is Reese Owens, and Union takes the first set, 25-13, and pretty well was in control after the game was 10-7, and the Lady Bulldogs just ran it off 15-6 to win this one 25-13. So we have about a 3-minute break between sets, so we're going to take an extended break for some very important messages for you at home. So stay with us.
Chip DNA. That's what you find at Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way. A full line of new Chevrolets plus West Tennessee's largest used car inventory. State-of-the-art service work and pre-approved auto loans online at JonesChevroletHumboldt.com. Shop with a winner. Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way.
Are you looking for a Christian college or starting the college search process? I want to take a second to tell you about my school, Union University in Jackson, Tennessee. Union is a private 4-year university known for its rigorous academics, Christ-centered community, and the success of its graduates. My favorite part about Union is the faculty. The professors here are so intentional about helping students grow not only academically, but also spiritually. You should check out Union for yourself. Come for a visit. I know you'll love it. At Union University, you'll be transformed.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle. And at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
The most important benefit when you buy from Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way, peace of mind. Jones Chevrolet's warranty forever comes with every qualifying new and pre-owned vehicle. Powertrain coverage for as long as you own your vehicle. Find out more at Jones Chevrolet in Three-Way.
Well, that was a 25-minute set. Let me give you a rundown on some of the key stats. For Christian Brothers, in assist, Risby, the leader, with 6. And with digs, Kimmy Hammond with 6. And kills, 2 each for Wheaton and Allen. For Union, in the kill department, it's Alyssa Tatch with 4, and she has been pounding it home tonight. Got several players with 2 each. And then in digs, Sydney Sample, not a surprise. She's still on top with 4. And in assists, 8 for Jordan Vick. She could be well on her way to another, say, 15 to 20 night on that if this thing goes 3 straight sets. So the teams have swapped ends, and Union will be on your left and Christian Brothers on your right. Union going for win number 17 on the season. And also trying to go 10-2 in the Gulf South Conference. And in to serve is Kimmy Hammond, the 5'3" senior from Johnsburg, Illinois. Defensive specialist. And just did go past the end line. That was so perilously close to being a good one. But Union with the first point, up 1-0, and back to serve. It is going to be Marie Tarosian, the freshman from Hoffman Estates, Illinois. Here's your set. Good pound and good save by Tarosian. Now, that only, it's one thing that if you just get a pound like that, but that had spin on it, and that's what makes it so difficult to handle some of Reese Owens' returns up front. Here's Tarosian with the serve. And a pound. Good recovery in the backcourt. And this one's got to go. Good block up front. And give it to Christian Brothers. The up front line very, very patient on that one, and it's a 2-1 lead for Union. And to serve, it is Alden Pills. Well, that was a rare back in fire like you usually expect up front from Reese Owens, and it was just beyond the end line, so it's a 2-2 game. That was coming at you about 55 miles an hour. She's going to set this one up. And perfectly timed up front by Emily Grace Calhoun, and some of the younger ones continue to come back in. Trying to play everybody tonight. And in to serve, this is going to be Carly Davis, the freshman from Holiday, Tennessee. She went to Camden Central High School, the same one as did Jordan Vick. Good block up front. Now here's your set. And 2 wide. Micaiah Purdue was looking to try to get some of that open space over on the right-hand side of the court, and it went just too far wide, and we're tied at 3. So it's Bruschke in to serve now. She has had 9 tandem attacks in the game tonight, so she's done great up front. Just on the edge, and they say, nope, just outside the line. Sometimes the camera angle may make it look inbounds, but these officials are right on top of it. And here's your set. Excellent pound up front. Terrific job by Rowley. So it's a 5-3 lead, 4 consecutive points for Christian Brothers. Here's your set. And a position violation, and so Union closes it back to 5-4. And going back to serve this time, it's going to be Gracie Tacker, the young sophomore from South Haven, Mississippi, from DeSoto Central High School. And I know they are expecting a lot of great things from Gracie in her junior and senior years. And the right-hander serves, and here you go. This has got to go. And that one goes into the net. It was a good opportunity for Rowley, but she just couldn't control it. So we're tied at 5. And once again, here's Gracie to serve. High set. Too much. It was a good opportunity up front, but it just went too wide for Risby, and so it is a 6-5 Union lead. Good block up front by the Union front line. Here goes your set. Good recovery up front, but it goes out of bounds. That front line was anticipating by Christian Brothers quite well, but it goes wide, and so it is a 7-5 Union lead, and that's 4 in a row. And here you go. Union front line recovers, but position violation again, so it's 7-6. Checking in for Christian Brothers is Jordan Allen, the 5'11 sophomore from Millington. And that one was a little bit too much spin on that return. Excellent front line return by Christian Brothers. Good tandem effort by Allen and Rowley. 8-7 Union lead. And here goes your serve. That is perfection when you call for that 45-degree angle downward slice. That's all you can call it. It was a slice, and there was no human on the face of the earth that could have stopped that one. So Union goes back to the lead, 8-7. And it is Burrell on the serve. And they completely caught the Lady Bulldogs off guard on that one with a softer return. So we're tied at 8, and service goes back to Christian Brothers. And this is going to be Tia Risby to serve, the young lady from Collierville. Here's your set. And it goes into the net, and so now let's see. We saw one official signaled Union, and the other one signaled Christian Brothers, so it is going to be Union with it. There were two different signals, and here goes Sydney Sample, trailing 9-8. That one's wide. Again, good power, but not enough downward flight quickly enough. So it's 9-9, and Sample, who oftentimes can pull off about 4 or 5 points in a row. Here she goes again. Yep. There's one thing about Sydney. When she rears back like that, you kind of get the idea maybe that she's been pumping iron too much in the weight room. So it's tied at 9. No, it's 10-9 now. Union. Now, well, we've had a change on the scoreboard. It's now 10-9 Union. All right. That was a little confusing for us for a moment. And here goes Rowley in to serve. Maddie goes 5'9" as a freshman. And here's the set. High set here. Nice job by the front line of Union, anticipating. Emily Grace Calhoun and Alyssa Tatch teaming up on that one. 11-9 Lady Bulldogs. And again, playing a lot of their younger players tonight. Here's Alyssa Tatch, that flat-footed slap serve that she has that can be very tough to deal with. That, again, is what we talk about, getting that downward curvature, and Bruschke delivered to make it 11-10. So for Bruschke, that is her second kill of the night. Sample digging it out in the backcourt, and a great job up front by Emily Grace to make it 12-10. So the teams continue to swap points. And let's see who's going to do the serving this time. And it's going to be Marie Tarosian. Marie goes 5-10. Off the net. You use it in any way that you possibly can, and you can see the sheepish grins on the part of the Lady Bulldogs. They knew that they got the spin off of that one. 13-10. And here's the set. Good block up front by Christian Brothers. Well, that's one of those Alyssa Tatch bombs. Another kill for her tonight, and that is her 6th as Union takes a 14-10 lead. Alyssa, 6 kills, 8 tandem attacks. And that one just was too low for Sydney Sample to dig out. Sid with 4 digs tonight, and Tatch with 4 as well. The game leader is Kimmy Hammond with 6. And here is Pills to deliver the serve, trailing by 3. Here's your set. And just way out of the range of Kimmy Hammond. She valiantly tried to dig that one out and just couldn't. 15-11. And going back to serve now again is Carly Davis, the 5'6" freshman. Carly with the run and jump approach, and that one is going to go out of bounds. Just a bit off balance was Bruschke, and timeout is called by Christian Brothers as Union continues a string here, leading 16-11. Back with more after this.
Be creative, innovative, passionate. Be excellent, inspiring, driven. Be faithful, disciplined, prepared. At Union University, you will thrive in a Christ-centered community and be equipped for success in your life and career. Begin your journey today. At Union University, be transformed.
Union University would like to thank all of our streaming sponsors this season, the Bank of Jackson, Jones Chevrolet, and Worthy Road Studios, and I do encourage you to go by and tell all of these fine sponsors. Send them an email, whatever, but let them know that you appreciate seeing Union University athletics on Worthy Road Studios and at uuathletics.com. Just a few short years ago, we didn't have the option to do these things like this, and now you can see it anywhere in the world. And right now, anywhere in the world, you can see Carly Davis getting ready to serve once again. And she has that slap serve a lot like Alyssa Tatch. And was it wide or in? It was just in, so it is a 16-12 game. Now they get everything set, and it is Bruschke to serve. She's got a lot of power on that serve, and that was perfectly set up front. Excellent job by Kayla Jackson to slam that one home, and that's that 6'3" height that came into play there. That's her 4th kill of the evening. 5th one, actually. They just updated my score sheet. Good hard pound back. It's one of the better volleys we've had all night long, and that little turn curl, but it still continues to go. Well, this has been more than a 30-second volley. And once again, hard pound from Christian Brothers. Tatch tries to level it, and they are there recovering it. All right, here's the set by Vick, and the block. Vick sets again. And it is there. Nicely delivered by Chloe Steen, the 5'10" sophomore from Olive Branch, Mississippi, the home of the Mid-South Nostalgia Festival that I had a great time at this summer. Back to serve is Gracie Tacker with Union on top by 4. And again, another good volley here. Tatch was almost out of bounds when she slapped that one back. And again, nice recovery in the midcourt. Excellent up front once again by Jackson, who's going back to serve. She used that height to gain some dominance up front, 17-14. She's the tallest one on the floor tonight at 6'3". She's got a good serve as well. And off the fingertips of the tandem up front. So Union regains it 18-14, and back to serve is Chloe Steen. She's a right-hander. Goes into the net and over. And you can imagine the grins right there. I knew that was going to happen. 19-14. They'll take them any way they can get them. Chloe lets fly. Block up front and yes, it is out of bounds. Sometimes they delay in giving us a signal. It looked definitely out of bounds to me. 19-15, and so back to serve is Risby. She has 8 assists on the evening to lead Christian Brothers. Here's your high set. That goes off the ceiling, but they recover it. Sample calmly with the set. Now here goes the set again. Tatch had it blocked up front. Another really good volley. Blocked up front by the team of Tatch and Purdue. 20-15. Lady Bulldogs 5 away from making it 2 straight sets. We've been at it about 44 minutes tonight. And here's Sample to serve. All right, here's Sydney's set. Tatch had it blocked. And excellent job up front again. The combination of Wheaton and Allen delivers for Christian Brothers to make it 20-16, and checking back in is Bruschke, and to serve is Rowley. Rowley with 4.5 points tonight. Jackson leads Christian Brothers with 6. Now here's a high one. Christian Brothers has really hung tough in here with their up front play. That one goes into the net, and so Union up 21-16. And Alyssa Tatch, the graduate student, working on her MBA at Union. And that one just went completely in the opposite direction, and Hammond had no idea it was going to go backward, and timeout is called once again. 22-16, Union on top. We'll have more after this. Union University Athletics Booster Club is a great asset to the 11 varsity sports at Union. To join or to learn more about the Booster Club, visit uuathletics.com/booster. And I will tell you, those folks do so much to help our athletes at Union University all during the year. 22-16, Lady Bulldogs 3 away from taking a second straight set. They won the first one 25-13 against Christian Brothers, and it's Alyssa Tatch back to serve. And a block up front, and Union recovers it. And give it to the Lady Bulldogs. 23-13. Tatch doing a good job with that flat-footed slap serve. And that one into the net. So we are at set point. I love to watch Sydney Sample on the floor because she just is always having a good time. And Tatch delivers. And that one out of the range of the backcourt. So Christian Brothers stays alive, 24-17. And back in the up front is Jackson. And to serve is Kimmy Hammond. And she delivers. And just too low. She found the right point there in the box, and Sydney Sample just too low for her to be able to dig that one out. 24-18. Excellent serve by Kimmy Hammond. She's had 11 digs of her own tonight to lead the entire game. And in the box. And Christian Brothers saves it. Excellent job. And this has got to go, and it does. Union up front keeps it alive. And the downward flight, and it is set point. Union takes it. So Union wins it 25-18, playing a lot of younger players in that second set. So we have been at it about 49 minutes. This one has been moving relatively quickly, and so we'll take a break. We'll let you hear from some of our sponsors who want you to come by and see them. And after that, we'll tell you about the third set. So stay with us.
Chip DNA. That's what you find at Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way. A full line of new Chevrolets plus West Tennessee's largest used car inventory. State-of-the-art service work and pre-approved auto loans online at JonesChevroletHumboldt.com. Shop with a winner. Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way.
Are you looking for a Christian college or starting the college search process? I want to take a second to tell you about my school, Union University in Jackson, Tennessee. Union is a private 4-year university known for its rigorous academics, Christ-centered community, and the success of its graduates. My favorite part about Union is the faculty. The professors here are so intentional about helping students grow not only academically, but also spiritually. You should check out Union for yourself. Come for a visit. I know you'll love it. At Union University, you'll be transformed.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle. And at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The most important benefit when you buy from Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way? Peace of mind. Jones Chevrolet's warranty forever comes with every qualifying new and pre-owned vehicle. Powertrain coverage for as long as you own your vehicle. Find out more at Jones Chevrolet in Three-Way.
We've been treated to an exhibition here of serves in which the three young ladies who are on the right side of the court have been catching these volleyballs in their pants. It looks like something that Lucille Ball would have done years ago. They had a blast doing that. I mean, it looked like what you would see in the circus after they finally managed to navigate themselves around the floor. So lots of entertainment for the fans. Right now, let's look at some of the totals for the individuals here in the game. For Christian Brothers, got a fine player, Kayla Jackson, with 6 kills to lead them, 4 for Maddie Rowley. And I'm going to slide up here so I can give you a little more of these totals here. And then you look at tandem attacks, 15 for Bruschke, for Mason Bruschke. She's done a terrific job in that category. Diggs, Kimmy Hammond, leads the entire game with 12 tonight. So she's been busy all over the floor. Pills has 6 assists, and Risby has 9. And their leading scorer is Jackson with 6. Over for Union, let's look across the board in kills. It is Alyssa Tatch leading the way tonight with 6, 5 for Emily Grace Calhoun. And tandem attacks, 14 for Tatch and 13 for Reese Owens. And then aces, Tatch has 2 service aces. She's had herself a night tonight. Sydney Sample leads with 8 Diggs and 5 for Alyssa Tatch, as well as for Marie Tarosian, the freshman who has come in and gotten some game time tonight. And then also in scoring, Alyssa Tatch with 9.5. So Alyssa, I believe, is going to end up with a double-double tonight, and 6 points for Emily Grace Calhoun. So some of the numbers, Jordan Vick is the leader in assist with 16 for the Lady Bulldogs. She leads the entire game tonight, as is often the case. And as we mentioned to you early in our contest during the pregame, that Jordan has already passed 3,000 career assists for the Lady Bulldogs, and she just keeps setting them up. She's like a straight man with a comedy team, and I don't mean that as a slap in any way. What I mean is you can't have great humor with a comedy team unless you have a setup person, and that's what she does. She sets them up for her teammates to slam it home. Teams have swapped sides again, and Union up trying to sweep it in this one. This would be one that would take us home if the Lady Bulldogs do win. But they're continuing to play some of their younger players in right now for the Lady Bulldogs. Sydney Whitaker, a 5'10 freshman from Ruther Glen, Virginia. And it's Jordan Vick with the serve. And you got a position violation, so Christian Brothers with the first point, 1-0. Remind you that we will be back here Friday night as Union will be taking on West Georgia, and so the game time is 7 o'clock for that one. And a pound, and it was a nice effort by Whitaker, but the front line blocked it. It was a good job, good combination by Jackson and Bruschke as they congratulate each other, and Hammond back to serve once again. Hammond's not an ace in the contest tonight. And this is going to be a tough one. This has got to go right now. And Christian Brothers playing with some energy to start this set, as Jackson slams it home with her 7th kill of the game to make it 3-0. And here goes Hammond. Good curvature on that serve. Good block up front. So Christian Brothers is playing with some real precision here in this set. That was a combination of Wheaton and Jackson that made that work. 4-0. That's a high set. And it was wide. It was a good attempt by Whitaker, but it went wide, so CBU is on top, 5-0. So Hammond has had herself a good stretch back here in service. That one's got to go, and it does. And the set, the block up front. Good combo between Purdue and Steen. And Steen's going to check out. Union finally gets on the board in this set, 5-1. As Lauren Burrell comes in to serve, the junior from Huntsville. And that one, I don't think they designed the play that way, and you can tell by the expressions on their faces that was not, not the way they practiced it, but it was in bounds. So CBU goes up 6-1. And it is Pills in to serve. Nice block up front. That front line is really playing some team volleyball now. Bruschke and Pills delivering that way. Pardon me, Bruschke and Jackson. It's Pills back to serve. And here's the set. That's your trademark Emily Grace Calhoun. So it's 7-2, and Emily Grace is trying to get her teammates off the deck here, and this one will be with Sydney Sample serving. Say it real fast, and goes right into the net. Every now and then, Sydney will have one that just doesn't lift up high enough, and sometimes she'll slam them so far back that they almost are in the next county. 8-2. And that one is wide. So we're exchanging service errors now. It's 8-3. Checking back in for Union is Gracie Tacker. And Sydney Whitaker comes out. Gracie Tacker to serve from DeSoto Central High School. And Union saves it. Here's another set. Good pound, but up front, it was just too much for the up front, and Christian Brothers up 9-3. They have dominated this third set. We're at the 1 hour mark of this contest, and Jackson to serve. She has that run and jump approach as well. Perfect downward flight. Excellent navigation by Gracie Tacker. Stephen Vick shuttling a lot of players in and out tonight. Just about his entire roster has played. In fact, they all have played. Here goes Davy Slaughter to the serve. Good save by Sample. Let's see what the front line does for Christian Brothers. Into the net. So Union makes it 9-5. Slaughter has that slap serve. And too much. Went about maybe 2 feet beyond the end line, so it's 10-5. And checking back in is Wheaton. And to serve is Tia Risby. Sophomore delivers into the net. A 10-5 game. And serving now is Sydney Hegg. She gets a lot of spin on her serve. And that one's way wide. A little bit too much momentum by Wheaton as she approached the ball, and it was just very hard to control it with the fist that way. So it's a 10-7 game. Union trying to rally in this third set. They win, we go home, and it goes right into the net. And they're going to say that was announcer's jinx on Sydney. 11-7. Bailey Hughes checks back in. And it's Rowley to serve. And a pound. Rowley saves it in the backcourt. And sends it into the net. So Union closes it back to within 3 at 11-8. Checking back in is Sydney Whitaker. Coming out is Gracie Tacker. And here's Jordan Vick. Very dependable as a server. And this one goes to the ceiling and comes off. That would have been a home run in Yankee Stadium, but it doesn't work here. It's 11-9. It was a good attempt. The left-hander delivers too much on it. 12-9. Christian Brothers still on top by 3. They have led all the way in this third set. Hammond to serve. Here goes Sample with the set. Excellent block up front. Boy, when you have Pills and Jackson in there together, it is hard to stop them, as well as Wheaton. 13-9. Christian Brothers still maintaining the lead. Got a lot of spin on that one, and Union gets it over. There was no way you were going to stop that one up front, and Micaiah Purdue delivers to make it 13-10, but Union has not been able to get this lead sliced below 3. They've made some service errors and had some other unforced mistakes. That's a good pounding serve. And off the fingertips of Union's front line, and so it's a 14-10 lead. Again, Union cannot get a run in service in this third set. Alden Pills, sophomore at 5'8". Good fake up front, and Emily Grace delivers. 14-11. So Sydney Sample serves again. Right into the net. Sydney's just had an off night from there. That is her third service error of the game. 2 into the net and 1 that was too long, 15-11. So Bruschke to serve. And Sample gets it across, and they say no go. Union with a violation, 16-11. And timeout called by Stephen Vick. So Christian Brothers trying to see if they can salt away the third set. We'll be back in just a moment to see if they do.
Be creative, innovative, passionate. Be excellent, inspiring, driven. Be faithful, disciplined, prepared. At Union University, you will thrive in a Christ-centered community and be equipped for success in your life and career. Begin your journey today. At Union University, be transformed.
Well, as Looking for a Hero strikes up in the background, you got Stephen Vick having what we would define a lot of times in basketball season as a prayer meeting with his team. Not happy at all, even though he's playing a lot of younger players, not happy at all with the way the Lady Bulldogs have been able to contest shots in this third set and trailing 16-11. Bruschke the serve. And once again, the front line of Christian Brothers outmanning Union. Rowley and Jackson teaming up for that block. 17-11. Here goes Bruschke again. And that was a fake that went to a curl instead, and the block. Union recovers it. Bruschke does a good job in the backcourt. And does it again. And here you go. And is it there? No, it was wide. Emily Grace tried to get it inside on the northwest corner and couldn't manage it. And so it is now an 18-11 lead for Christian Brothers. And here is Bruschke. Well, there you go. They could have dug a manhole in there, and there's no way she would have been able to stop that one. 18-12, and for Union, they need some help with service as Alyssa Tatch takes it over again. And it goes low. They had to get that one over. Yeah, the pound is there, 18-13. Now a little more rhythm developing in the Lady Bulldogs service. Tatch back to serve again with that flat-footed slap serve. And the pound was right there. The angle was perfect. 19-13. Lady Bulldogs have not been able to put together a run of more than 2 points in a row in this third set. And good save in the back by Jackson. And that dink almost fooled Christian Brothers. Here's the set. Nope, they faked it. Excellent job by Pills. It looked as though Pills was going to set it up for her teammate. Instead, she just curled it over, and it's a 20-13 lead, and yet another timeout by Stephen Vick. He still doesn't like what he sees. So let's take another break. We hope you like what you see with these messages. Stephen Vick basically telling his team, what are we doing here? Because this has been such an uncharacteristic Lady Bulldog team in this third set compared to the first two sets where they were just totally dominant. Christian Brothers got out to the early lead and has not relinquished it, and Union finds itself down 7 points, and service coming from Kayla Jackson. And the set. Good exchanges. Tatch curls it over. And once again, the little fist by Rizvi gets it over. And they are 4 points away from taking this third set. Good downward flight on the serve by Jackson. Same on the return by Tatch. Union blocks it out. 21-14. It's like 2 touchdowns, or 3 touchdowns against 2. So let's see who's going to take this back to serve. It's going to be Davy Slaughter. And let's see if the freshman can deliver, the defensive specialist. And they'll set this one up. That's going to be a left to right pound. Yes! Right down the left-hand side, and Reese Owens delivers. That's her 6th kill of the night. They had to just ease that one over, and somehow that one went between the 3 defenders, fell inside the triangle, and it's 21-16. And timeout now is called by Christian Brothers. So they're seeing a little bit of slipping away with this lead, so we'll be back with more after this.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle. And at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Friday night is senior night here at Fred DeLay Gymnasium, and Lady Bulldogs will be taking on West Georgia, 7 o'clock, and the seniors will be honored in what is always a very wonderful and emotional ceremony at center court. So hope you'll be with us. If you can't, join us right here at uuathletics.com and on Worthy Road Studios for the game. And that one out of the range of the Lady Bulldogs, so out of the timeout, that one worked to make it 22-16. Union is going to have to get some stops or they are going to lose this third set. And it is Rizvi to deliver. And the net was her friend. 23-16, 2 away from a third set victory that could change the complexion of this entire match. The left-hander delivers again. This is going to be a hard one for Union to get over. Sample can do that reverse curl so well. Christian Brothers doing a good job of recovery in the backcourt. That one too far. 23-17. And that was a case of just, no, they give the point to Christian Brothers. It looked from our vantage point that the ball was wide, but apparently it was not. It was our camera angle that just made it look like it was out of bounds. Now, that one definitely was out of bounds. We are at set point for Christian Brothers, though, at 24-17, and it'll stay that way unless Union would suddenly get a 7-point rally. And it's Sydney Hegg to serve. And that's it. Set point, and it is a 2-1 match now as Christian Brothers wins it 25-17. And it's one in which a huge complexion changed when Christian Brothers got out to the lead 7-3 and never relinquished it, and Union could get no runs out of service. So here we go. We got about 2 minutes and 40 seconds before we're ready to come back. How about you watching these messages, and then we'll be back to set you up for the fourth set.
Chip DNA. That's what you find at Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way. A full line of new Chevrolets plus West Tennessee's largest used car inventory. State-of-the-art service work and pre-approved auto loans online at JonesChevroletHumboldt.com. Shop with a winner. Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way.
Are you looking for a Christian college or starting the college search process? I want to take a second to tell you about my school, Union University in Jackson, Tennessee. Union is a private 4-year university known for its rigorous academics, Christ-centered community, and the success of its graduates. My favorite part about Union is the faculty. The professors here are so intentional about helping students grow not only academically, but also spiritually. You should check out Union for yourself. Come for a visit. I know you'll love it. At Union University, you'll be transformed.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle. And at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
The most important benefit when you buy from Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way? Peace of mind. Jones Chevrolet's Warranty Forever comes with every qualifying new and pre-owned vehicle. Powertrain coverage for as long as you own your vehicle. Find out more at Jones Chevrolet in Three-Way.
Well, you have to know Christian Brothers is energized after taking that third set, and that was where you had a lot of combinations that came together, but certainly Kayla Jackson began to intimidate Union during that set, and she's on her way to a double. In fact, she already does. She has 16 tandem attacks and 11 points in the game, but 9 kills. She just really dominated that third set. And then also Kimmy Hammond with 14. I'm not kidding you here. 14 digs in the contest. And over on the other side for Union, 9.5 points for Alyssa Tatch, and she's had 15 tandem attacks, 6 kills. Emily Grace Calhoun, 8 kills, and Reese Owens, 7. But the Lady Bulldogs could never get together a run of points in that set, and they suddenly found themselves losing it to CBU 25-18. So here we go. Christian Brothers would love nothing better than to play spoiler here and come from behind and be able to take this match. We've been playing an hour and 17 minutes. And here's your opening serve in set number 4. Block up front nicely by CBU, but in the box. That's exactly what they were looking for, and Jordan Vick delivered, and so it is a 1-0 lead. That's something Union never saw, was the lead in the third set. And Emily Grace serves. And it's wide. It was just outside of that upper corner of the Christian Brothers inbounds line, and so service error makes it 1-1. Union has made 9 service errors in this game tonight. Here's your set. Nice recovery again in the backcourt. Tatch, a good save, and they get it up front. So Union retakes the lead at 2-1. Jordan Vick, the left-hander, to serve. And the whistle. Violation signaled, and so Union on top 3-1. Christian Brothers cannot afford those kinds of mistakes. They didn't make many of them in that third set that they won. And this one's got to go. Vick with the set, and it was perfectly delivered up front. 4-1 Lady Bulldog lead. They can wrap it up and go back to the dorms and start studying for whatever exams they have. Good curvature on that serve. Nice recovery in the backcourt. Sample with it, and Vick the set. And is it wide? Yes. A 4-2 lead for Union. And Bruschke back to serve. She's had 3 kills tonight and 3 digs. There was almost no doubt where that one was going. I mean, you would have had to have had a shovel and about 2 rakes to be able to dig that one out. 5-2, and Davy Slaughter back to serve. They've been really impressed with what this freshman does as a server. And here's the set. Big pound, and Sample saves it. This one's got to go. And once again, hammering it home was Jordan Vick. 6-2, Union looking more like the team did in the first 2 sets. Slaughter again, the run and jump slap serve, and gets it over the net. That's the 3rd time tonight that Union has been able to get one spinning off the top of the net, and CBU not prepared for it. 7-2 in Slaughter, trying to get Union out to a 6-point lead. And that one almost went in reverse. Here's Vick the set. Good block up front by CBU. And in between them in the box, Alyssa Tatch, who has done that move twice tonight. Timeout called by Christian Brothers, falling behind 8-2 in this 4th set. But don't you fall behind. Watch our sponsors' messages because they have something good for you.
Be creative, innovative, passionate. Be excellent, inspiring, driven. Be faithful, disciplined, prepared. At Union University, you will thrive in a Christ-centered community and be equipped for success in your life and career. Begin your journey today. At Union University, be transformed.
Big factor in this game tonight is kills. Union with 41 to Christian Brothers 30, although Christian Brothers dominated that category in the third set. And also hitting percentage, Union is at 243 tonight, and Christian Brothers has been struggling to get up to 130. They're at 129. Here goes Slaughter, the serve. And look out up front. Good recovery by the front line. And a nice job on the part of Rizvi. I've been really impressed with that young lady's play tonight. 8-3, and Jackson back to serve. Leads the game, or did lead the game, with 11 points. Tatch has 11.5 now. There you go. Well, that's what you say as one of those get-out-of-the-way returns by Sydney Haig. And Union up 9-3 with Sydney Sample serving. That one just too much power by Rowley. There was an open spot back in the northeast corner over there, but she just simply had too much power on that one, and Lady Bulldogs dominating now 10-3. Backcourt saves, and there you go again. Excellent job by Emily Grace to make it 11-3. And Sydney trying to put this thing almost into an out-of-reach stage. And that was one that they just had to get it too soft. And powering it home was Tarosian, who's had some good minutes in this game tonight. That's her first kill. She's also had an ace in 6 digs. Sample has Union on top by 9 now. And that one goes backwards, so this one has to go. Good save on the midcourt. And it goes off of the hands of Tatch. So Christian Brothers keeps it from being a double-digit lead. It's 12-4. And it's Rizvi in to serve. And Tatch has that one go way backwards. This has to go, and Sample with her power made it happen. And can Union save it? Yes. Christian Brothers with the advantage on this. Nice soft one, but Union anticipated it and did it again. And the Lady Bulldogs, with a combination of Tatch and Emily Grace Calhoun, make it a 13-4 game with Tatch back to serve. I will tell you, I taught this young lady before I retired from Union, and one of the finest people you'll ever be around is Alyssa Tatch. But I don't want to get near her. And, yep, they were into the net when they tried to return it, and so it's a double-digit lead now, 14-4. But about Alyssa Tatch, she is really looking forward to a career potentially, possibly in film or in business. And she went to the Christian Film program that Union is affiliated with out in Los Angeles, the Los Angeles Film Studies Center, along with her good friend Skylar Norcom. And they were there last year in spring semester and had a fabulous time. Learned so many things there. Meantime, Christian Brothers gets that point back to make it 14-5, and here goes a pound. Yep. Well, you've been seeing a lot of stuff from Tarosian tonight, and she has been delivering. We have not seen her in many games this year, but she has had herself a night. 15-5. She has 8 points in the contest. And this one's going to go in reverse. Yep, you got to have power to get that on that third attempt. And that one's way too much. That was a case of Reese Owens. She was looking for a ground rule double there, and it didn't happen. 15-6. And Kimmy Hammond back to serve. Kimmy has a nice touch on her serve, and you saw it right there because it dipped to where Alyssa Tatch could not catch up to it. 15-7. This young lady from Illinois went to McHenry County College. She's a transfer. And they're making a bit of a rally. It's 15-8. If Christian Brothers were to rally and take this set, set number 5 would go to 15 points. Again, another strong serve on the part of Hammond. Good job by Vick. And that up front line is playing with emotion now. Bruschke, give her that one, her 4th kill of the night, 15-9. Remember, Union had a 10-point lead at one point. Here's Vick the set. And the pound, and it goes off of the front line, and so it is a 4-point rally, 15-10, and Stephen Vick says, let's hold it up right now. We're letting it get out of hand. Let's take a break, and we'll be back with the closing moments of this 4th set. Well, Union was up 15-6 and at one point 14-4. And now here they go. Christian Brothers has picked up 6 of the last 7 points to close this into a 5-point game. Kimmy Hammond's been doing a terrific job in service. Jackson just had that last kill. Bruschke had one right before her, and so CBU is playing with renewed intensity. And out of the range of Hammond. So Union picks one up, 16-10, and Emily Grace Calhoun back to serve. And she gets it to the deep corner of the backcourt. Vick tried a desperation set, and they curl it over. I don't know. Yep, they're going to have to get this one over, and Tatch does. And again, excellent job on the front court. Really good job by Bruschke on that one. So they have again closed it to within 5, and we've seen this Christian Brothers team in the 3rd set really get some rallies going. Here's Pills, and just wide. 17-11. That is service error number 8 for Christian Brothers. Union has made 9. Jordan Vick with that pound. Jackson is so tough up front to deal with. And too much on it from Bruschke. She saw that open corner. It was just a little bit of a gap in the northwest portion of the court, but could not control it. So Union by 7. And they pound it back to Sample. Good dig in the backcourt. This has been one of the better volleys of the night. Again, nice job in the backcourt by Kimmy Hammond trying to keep it alive. They're going low, but they have saved it again. And it's wide. you got to hand it to Christian Brothers. They did a terrific job of trying to keep everything together and keep that ball alive, but they just couldn't. Now 19-11. Final timeout taken by CBU. We'll be back in a moment.
Chip DNA. That's what you find at Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way. A full line of new Chevrolets plus West Tennessee's largest used car inventory. State-of-the-art service work and pre-approved auto loans online at JonesChevroletHumboldt.com. Shop with a winner. Jones Chevrolet at Three. Important benefit when you buy from Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way, peace of mind. Jones Chevrolet's warranty forever comes with every qualifying new and pre-owned vehicle. Powertrain coverage for as long as you own your vehicle. Find out more at Jones Chevrolet in
19-11, Union on top. And in the battle of the diggers tonight, Jordan Vick, as usual, 29 of them. And she's back to serve. She leads the game 20 for Kimmy Hammond, and Kimmy is going to be black and blue from how many times she has just absolutely flung down the court and had to go low. Here's a high one, and a good job by Jackson. She is really, really tough up front in using that 6'3" height to block the up front play of both Sydney Hegg and just behind her Alyssa Tatch. Bruschke with the serve off the net. And Tatch has it saved in the backcourt. And a violation charge to Union, and so 19-13. And you can see the expression on the CBU faces. They still believe, okay, we're in this thing. We may be 6 down, but we saw what we did in the third set. Jackson sets it. And Union's not going to be able to pick that up. That went backwards off the hands of Sydney Sample. 19-14. Here again is Bruschke tonight. 23 tandem attacks she has had. And nobody communicated on that one. That's a rare time that you see that. And you can see Stephen Vick over talking to them about that. It's now a 4-point game at 19-15. That one's too much. Bruschke just simply had too much fire behind that serve. So Union gets a break, up 20-15. And they're going to get Terosian back in here. She has done a terrific job tonight. She's had 5 tandem attacks, 6 digs, 3 points, 2 kills. But it's Davy Slaughter to serve. That one went low. Risby with a nice return, and that one's too far. But it goes off of the back of the hands of the midcourt. 21-15, Union by 6. 4 points away from sending everybody home. Slaughter with a run and jump coming. And Risby tried to pound it going left to right. Right to left from her angle. And it just quite frankly went right into the net. 22-15. Slaughter again. Union with 3 in a row in this service. Good block by Tatch. Trying to save it. I don't know if, this is going to get over, but out of bounds. So Union 2 points away from the match. 23-15. Slaughter has had a good service here. Gets the curve. Excellent job up front again by Jackson. Managed to get it just out of reach. So Christian Brothers still alive, 23-16, and Jackson back to serve. This young lady's just a freshman. All right, Tatch with the backward curl. That pound was there, but Union came up with the point. So we are at match point right here with Sydney Sample at the serve. There you go. Once again, midcourt. Excellent save by Vic, but Christian Brothers managed to get the point. It goes out of bounds, 24-17, but it's still match point for the Lady Bulldogs. And Tia Risby to serve. She's had one ace on the evening. Good save. Vic the serve, the set, and it was too short. Just simply was like butter off the fingertips of Tatch, 24-18. Risby to serve. Again, Hammond doing great job in the midcourt, trying to keep it alive. And does it again. Here we go. The set. Game, set, match. Union wins it. 25-18, taking 3 out of 4 sets. 25-13, 25-18, losing the third set 25-17, and this final fourth set 25-18. Let's take a 2-minute break, and then we'll be back to wrap it up for you.
Chip DNA. That's what you find at Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way. A full line of new Chevrolets plus West Tennessee's largest used car inventory. State-of-the-art service work and pre-approved auto loans online at JonesChevroletHumboldt.com. Shop with a winner. Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way.
Are you looking for a Christian college or starting the college search process? I want to take a second to tell you about my school, Union University in Jackson, Tennessee. Union is a private 4-year university known for its rigorous academics, Christ-centered community, and the success of its graduates. My favorite part about Union is the faculty. The professors here are so intentional about helping students grow not only academically, but also spiritually. You should check out Union for yourself. Come for a visit. I know you'll love it. At Union University, you'll be transformed.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle. And at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The most important benefit when you buy from Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way? Peace of mind. Jones Chevrolet's warranty forever comes with every qualifying new and pre-owned vehicle. Powertrain coverage for as long as you own your vehicle. Find out more at Jones Chevrolet in Three-Way.
Well, we played it in an hour and 39 minutes tonight, and Lady Bulldogs, after having a sluggish third set, managed to take it 3 out of 4 to go 17-9 on the season. More importantly, 10-2 in the Gulf South Conference, and that will keep them at least tied for second, with the possibility, again, this weekend, if they win both games here at home, there's still a possibility that they could have the top seed. It's going to take a lot for West Florida to fall after we saw them last Friday night, but Union's still hoping for that number 2 seed in the Gulf South Conference, because If you do that, then you get a double bye. You don't have to play until the semifinals of the tournament. So that's something that they are looking forward to and hoping that happens. Let me try to wrap you up on some totals here very quickly tonight. This Christian Brothers team was so resilient. They could have folded after the second set. And in that third set, after Union took an early lead, they got a lead as many as 7. And then it finally was 8 at the end, 25-17. Stephen Vick was forced to call 2 timeouts, which he rarely ever does in a game of this import. But let me tell you what the totals were tonight individually for everybody. For Christian Brothers, in kills, they were led by, I am so impressed with this young freshman that they have, Kayla Jackson, was just terrific tonight. She had 11 kills, 21 tandem assists, and 13.5 points in the game. She had a hitting percentage tonight of .476. And if you wonder how strong that is, believe me, that's like hitting .350 in Major League Baseball. She was terrific tonight for Christian Brothers. And, boy, don't you know that they are glad that she's got 3 more years left. In assists tonight, they had 2 that were in the double category. Tia Risby, who was all over the court, with 17, and Andon Pills with 13. And then in digs, 24 of them for Kimmy Hammond tonight. As I said, she may be black and blue as many times as she hit the floor to save one, and she was all over the place. And in scoring, as I say, part of her triple-double tonight was Kayla Jackson with 13.5 points. Risby added 8.5 for CBU. Now for the Lady Bulldogs. Big night for Alyssa Tatch tonight. She had a huge set of numbers tonight. She had a triple-double this evening. She had 10 kills. She and Emily Grace Calhoun both in double digits. Emily Grace had 10. And Emily Grace was a triple-double tonight as well. Alyssa had 25 tandem attacks up front. And that's when you get a score or you get a block at least, and what happens is you've got 2 players together that team up for one, and that's what you have with that. And so she was really all over the place with that tonight. She had a couple of aces in serving, and 6 digs, 13.5 points to lead the Lady Bulldogs. So this was an Alyssa Tatch night like many we saw her have last season, and she was terrific this evening all over the floor. Emily Grace, 10 kills, 19 tandem attacks, and she had a .474 hitting percentage this evening. 12 points that she had, so she had a triple-double. And look at Reese Owens with this. She had 21 tandem attacks. She was right below Alyssa this evening, and she had 7 kills on the night and 2 digs. 7 points she wound up with. And then Jordan Vick, again, this young lady has got to be an All-American this year. 31 assists. She's usually, if the match is going to go 4 sets, she's going to be somewhere in the upper 20s or low 30s. 31 assists tonight. She had 12 tandem attacks, 4 kills on her own, and scored 5 points. Sydney Haig with 8.5 points tonight. What a night she had. She did some really, really tough stuff. 6 kills that she had on the evening. But it was, frankly, in 3 of the 4 sets, the Lady Bulldogs dominated. But they just somehow, and it is true that Stephen Vick was playing a lot of players that don't customarily get a chance to be in the lineup, but they just seemingly lost their rhythm and their edge in the 3rd set, and that's a testimony to this Christian Brothers team that said, hey, you're not going to just walk over us, and they took that 3rd set, and they were very competitive in the 4th set as well. But we say that our player of the game tonight, I think based on her overall totals, would have to be Alyssa Tatch with the 10 kills, 25 tandem assists, and 13.5 points. Just in 6 digs, add on top of that. Her game was just really on tonight, and so we give our player of the game honors to Alyssa Tatch. She was really first rate this evening. Very quickly, I'll give you just a couple of team stats. Union had the edge in kills 48-39, and in hitting percentage, Union 233 to 103 for Christian Brothers. And then Union the edge in assists, 39-35, and Diggs 55-54. Not a huge edge in the game, but enough. Union also had 7 service aces to 5 for Christian Brothers. So your final, again, Union wins it in 3 sets to 1, 25-13, 25-18. Christian Brothers taking the third, 25-17, and Union winning the 4th set, 25-18. Our reminder, we will be right back here on Friday night at 7 o'clock. Stephen Aldridge will be calling the play-by-play as Union will have senior night as they take on West Georgia right here as they continue their quest for 20 victories and, more importantly, their hope for their second number 2 seed in the Gulf South Conference tournament. Top 8 seeds go. Union has sewed, I got to remind you that. Union has sewed up a berth in the Gulf South Conference tournament with this win tonight. Mathematically, they can't fall deep enough, but they're hoping that they can have these last 4 games to be huge in their on their side of the ledger. So 17-9, they'll go into Friday night's game on senior night against West Georgia. And, of course, they got a final home game on the weekend, and that will be Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock right here against Valdosta State. So until we are with you on Friday night, I hope you have a great rest of your week. And this is Steve Beverly saying the executive producer of Worthy Road Sports is Paul Schultze. And the executive producer of UU Digital Sports is Stephen Aldridge. I'm Steve Beverly, and I hope you'll be back with us again on Friday night. And until then, so long from the great hub city of West Tennessee.